So good Monday morning. I'm sitting here with my planner and my coffee, and since a few of you have asked me how I plan my week, I thought I would go on and shoot a video. I'll then stitch the videos together and put it on YouTube for today's planning video. So the first thing I do is write in everything I have that's scheduled. I do a Starship chat at 11 and 2. I have a one-on-one. Biggest thing going on this week is a webinar that I'm doing for my class, which is opening on Thursday. The class is Pay Yourself. The webinar is at 2 p.m. And so then I go in and I write all the things I do every week. So I put together my weekly email in between the two Starship chats because it sends on Thursday. I record my podcast on Tuesday. So far the other tools I've used is my Google Calendar because that's where I put all of my events, all of my scheduled appointments and everything happen in Google Calendar. Then I open it up, I look at them, and I write them down here so I have them visually in front of me. And the things like the weekly email and recording the podcast, I've done that every week for the last 3+ years. So I just remember that I need to do that. I don't need anything to remind me. But then I open Asana and I look at what's going on this week. Now, actually, because Pay Yourself is launching on Thursday, which is, only happens, I only have launches of new classes maybe once or twice a year. That's a pretty big deal. So this week isn't like every week. So then I write down my sprint for my week, and the sprint is the one thing I'm going to do when I'm not doing everything else that's scheduled. It's my one focus for the week, and I found that I get a lot more done when I just pick one instead of having 3. Now, that's about it for what I fill in the calendar. Then each morning, I actually look at what needs to be done that day, and I fill in what I'm going to do that day. But I find if I fill in too far in advance what I'm going to work on, things end up changing and I end up not working on that. So the next thing I do is write down here any projects that I'm working on and the different steps in it. So Veda is the video every day. I'm going to do this planning video. And as I have ideas for more videos, I'll write them down here. Sometimes I write out. Okay, so the next thing I do is check Asana, which is my project management software, and it's spelled like this. Asana. And in it, we keep all of our tasks for everything. And you may think, well, that's crazy because you're writing it down and you have it on software. But the fact is, when I think of a task off the top of my head that I need to do in 2 months or 2 weeks, I put it in Asana with a due date that then pops up and tells me to do it this week. But if I only look at Asana and I don't have it written down, I tend to kind of zone out. I can't work very well from Asana. Also, I like to put my phone away and close extra tabs when I work, and I just keep this open next to me. Now, the next thing I do is fill in what I need to do for this project. So I need to write the launch emails. Shoot. By filling in the steps that I need to do this week, this also lets me immediately start work on like Tuesday or Wednesday morning without opening up my phone, my computer, anything else. I just can immediately prioritize what I'm going to work on. And then if I have any other projects going on, I write down what I need to do there, like the new hire. I need to email everybody, start their trial task. And then the last step is I just pick the things I'm going to do today and prioritize them here. Now I need to run some errands, so I'm going to write that down first. So because I don't answer email or even look at my emails over the weekend, the first thing I'm going to do after my weekly planning is to deal with my email and get my inbox down to 0, and then because it's the beginning of the month, I'm going to do the monthly review. And if I have time, I will work on emails. Now, so that's 3 things for today, along with errands and the phone calls I have. Tomorrow, I pretty much know what I'm going to do. It has to be these 3 things. Wednesday, again, I already know what I'm going to do, but Thursday, actually, I already know what I need to do. Usually by the time I get to Thursday and Friday, I have fewer things filled in that I have to do. And so those days are really to work on big projects or the sprint. I will fill in tasks, or I'll just take the day off. If I really have gotten done almost everything that needed to be done, I'll often take off either Thursday afternoon or Friday afternoon. Now, the really important thing is I'm only giving myself 1 to 3 things to do each day outside of my scheduled stuff, because I know I just don't have the focus and the ability to work on 500 things a day. So that's basically it. That's what this is going to look like for Monday morning. Then I'm going to go in whenever I think of new things to do. I'll add it down here, and each day that starts, I'll prioritize what I'm doing and put it in the order of what I'm doing.